Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force with some more Hearthstone, once more doing some ladder climbing. We're going to be dumping some of these. I'd like to go for some removal of his potential early game. Honestly, the thing I'm most worried about is a Mana Worm, which the Fiery War Axe can allow us to deal with unless he Mana Worm coins into Mirror. Okay, he's not starting on with that, so that's fine. I might just slam that so that we reduce the incoming damage rather than Fiery War Axing into it, if you see what I'm saying. It's really nice to be able to use Slam and get the card draw as well, but he's obviously running Aggro Mage and I need to mitigate as much damage as possible. So if I had Fiery War Axe, we would have taken 4 instead of just the 2, and yeah, again, I'm gonna try to cut back on this damage as much as I can, and I'd like to start armoring up pretty soon. Although next turn I may play the Acolyte of Pain because the card draw will be very nice as well. I'll have to see what he ends up throwing down this turn. He's gonna do a Wolf Ride. This is so aggro. Oh my gosh. So very aggressive. We're actually gonna Taskmaster instead of taking another 3 damage, and I'm gonna hold on to this to attack into the inevitable, creatures that he will continue to play. And obviously this is gonna help as well. We've got the Execute in case he starts throwing down anything big. Alright, thankfully not a whole lot this turn. Unless we see a missiles from him right now or something. There it is, Arcane Missiles. He's just going straight for it, man. Alright, well I think I need to start armoring up. I don't know if I want to play the Acolyte right now. Alright, I will, but next turn I want to start armoring up because we have to try to curb this damage a little bit. I think getting a card draw will be worth it. This is gonna give us a creature to deal with anything small that he throws down. In fact, I might just execute that, to be honest with you. Or we could just throw the Elite at it. So I could Acolyte of Pain into it and execute, or we could throw the Elite at it. I think we're gonna actually do this. Because I really just, I want to be able to armor up. I want to be able to start getting some armor, so. And if I had played the Kor'kron Elite, I could not have armored up. Obviously, that would have been nice prior to playing, prior to attacking with the armor. Prior to attacking with the Acolyte of Pain, it would have been nice to have this in play, but that's what I drew from the Acolyte of Pain, so that wasn't a possible scenario. Alright, let's see here. Oh, thank God, okay. So I can attack into that, and then I can attack into that, which is good. And we'll be able to armor up as well. So we're gonna attack. We are going to armor up. We're gonna get rid of this. And get some more armor off of that as well. Man, it's like racing against the clock. Kor'kron Elite in our hand. This would have been a great game to have the Berserker instead of this in the deck list, but yeah, I'm running the Kor'kron Elites instead of the Berserker. So, at least that's my current setup.
What to do? What to do?
Oh, what to do? Decisions, decisions.
Put this apple on your head.
Knife Juggler, alright. We can get rid of that.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Sorcerer's Apprentice. 2, okay. So, we might actually brawl. I don't know. Man, oh man. It might be worth it to brawl. Especially if he plays another creature. He can ping, oh, he's gonna Frostbolt that. Oh my gosh. He's gonna get rid of both my creatures. He should have pinged the Armorsmith first though. Alright, so now we have to brawl basically. He's getting rid of everything I have here. And he's got a full board plus some taunts. Like that's not, I can't deal with that. I could throw down the Armorsmith to give a chance to so that he doesn't have any creatures out of this. But then we could just end up losing the Armor Smith. I mean, it could work out. Because I don't want him to be left with one of those two. This is a strange play, but I'm going to play the Armor Smith to have a chance for him to not get anything. Let's see what happens. The last one that goes in is... Oh! It worked! That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I'm probably going to lose this game still, but that is just fantastic. That is so fantastic, you guys. You have no idea. That makes me so very, very happy. We're probably going to have to Gore-Howl into that. Here's the Fireball. I mean, we could Kor'kron Elite if we draw any more damage. No, shoot. This is not good. I don't really like this. What if I just play the Rag and hope it hits his thing? I mean, I could do that. We're gonna take 3. I guess we'll take this I think I need to get rid of it. I don't like taking the damage, but if the Rag doesn't hit him, then we take the damage anyways. I don't like my odds. I'm pretty sure this game's a loss. Okay. It's got Frostbolt. I mean, again, I'm pretty positive this is a loss, but I still can't believe that brawl. That brawl, my friends, that brawl. And a fight, jeez, yeah, we're done for. So we're gonna Elite to kill that. And then that's basically it. I'm gonna hold on to this in case he has Rag in his deck or something. But yeah, pretty positive that this game's a straight up loss. We desperately need our armors. Our armor ups. Desperately. He's gonna keep poking away at our health here. Oh, that's what I need right there. Okay, perfect. I need that. Absolutely positively need it. So if I play one of these big creatures, I can't also armor up. But I think it's probably worth it. Which one though? Let's play this.
I have no time for games.
We attack that. And pass it over. I do really want to prioritize being able to do this every turn, but I think last turn, you know, I mean, I got the 5 from the shield block. We're just hoping that we get that other shield block at some point. And really, it's just all about trying to survive right now. Let me think here. Yeah, probably kill that, take the Rag. I don't want to take the 3 to the face, so we're gonna go like Rag. We're gonna kill that. We're gonna armor up. And we're gonna pass the turn on over. We win! Yeah, buddy. That makes me so happy that we ended up pulling out the victory there, honestly. That makes me so happy. I guess the Taskmaster's okay. We could use it to ping off one of his small creatures, although that's definitely not an ideal use of it. No, actually, I'm going to get rid of the Taskmaster. We will hold on to the shield block, though, because it's a cantrip. Okay, Fire War Axe is good. Shield Sim's alright. I mean, we've got this shield block, shield sim combo, which can, of course, be nice. And there's a slam. Alright, so we've got some other removal here. Yeah, I mean, you can keep the Taskmaster. You can use it to kill a reinforced hero. That's not ideal, though, you know. Alright, let's see what he's coining into here.
Put this apple on your head.
Aggro. Okay. Alright, so we take the... There's a Taskmaster. We take the 2 to the face, or we just slam and save ourselves the damage. We don't get the card draw if we slam. I think I'd kind of like to get the card draw if I can. He's gonna be playing creatures that are big enough, and then this could potentially allow us to, I don't know, slam into an execute or something. He's obviously running aggro. The other thing that's going through my mind is he's obviously running aggro. So, okay, now I'm gonna slam that. Actually, no, I'll Taskmaster that. I think that's a decent use of Taskmaster. Yeah. Yeah, we'll Taskmaster that. The other thing I was thinking is he's obviously running aggro, so I'd like to cut back on as much of the damage that he can do as possible, but I'm gonna have plenty of uses for Slam coming up. No doubt, you know, we know what he's doing. We know what kind of game he's playing here. And same thing with the last game. I want to try to start armoring up as soon as possible. Just start to get that armor up and mitigate this early damage. There's an archer to my face. Boy, Whirlwind would be great in this matchup, huh? Okay, let's just go like this.
Honor, made to fit.
No problem.
Let him keep his 1/1. If we don't, we can. We'll let him keep his 1/1. We'll let him keep his 1/1. That can be a mistake, you know. He could pump it up to, you know, he could give a +4/+4 with a blessing, and then all of a sudden we've got a 5/5 in play. But we've got shield block, shield slam, so we've got the elite. All right, so here's this. All right, so he's gonna kill that. Why did he should have attacked the armor smith first? I get less armor if you do that. Why wouldn't you? Everyone makes mistakes. I make plenty of them. So, whatever, I guess. Alright, this is just gonna be a, armoring turn. Absolutely. There we go, 12 armor. I can dig it. Alright. And why did you not play the Korkron Elite? He would just attack into it and kill it, and I prefer to use this for creature removal. There's a decent target.
Get in there and fight,
Oh my gosh. Well, we've got Whirlwind. Let me think here. I could slam it. I could just slam. I don't know if I want a Whirlwind right now. I don't know. I don't want to shield slams. I want to save my shield slams. So we're just going to go like this, actually. And then we're going to armor again. And pass it on over. We're playing the late game. We're not too worried that we haven't done a ton of damage yet. We're playing the late game. Control, control, control. It's also nice to save my Whirlwind in case I need it for a Grommash to trigger. And maybe I'll use it on that. Yeah, I think I'll use it on these. I think I'll use it on these too. It's not like a stupendous value from it, but... And let me start dealing some damage now, actually. We're going to throw down the Korkron. And finally start dealing a little bit of damage. We'll prioritize clearing the board, armoring up, and then from there, once we have excess mana crystals like this turn, we can throw down creatures to start focusing his face. But again, it would have been nice to save the Whirlwind for Grommash, but because of this... Okay, so he's going to kill that, undoubtedly, and then do a few to me. Oh my gosh, that lives? That's amazing that that lives. That is amazing. That might be game winning right there. The fact that that lived might win us the game. All right, so we've got Grommash for next turn. We can't pump him up. Well, we don't have any armor, so we couldn't play him armor and then pumping up. Here's an Equality Consecrate, boo. But he's down to 11. So that's really good for us. We can Grommash, but he wouldn't be pumped up. Unless we draw it. That's not it. I could Grommash and attack into that to pump him up for next turn, or I could just hit him for 4. You know what else I could do? We could set up for a next turn. So if I get some armor, I can shield slam to enrage it. You see what I'm saying? So here's what I'm gonna do. Ready? Gonna go Armor Smith. Fiery War Axe. Armor up. 1 shield slam to kill that. We're gonna attack him for 3. We're gonna pass the turn. So now I've got armor, and with that armor, I can shield slam my Grommash Hellscream to enrage him and attack for 10 next turn. We also have 3/4 to attack, so we would just need another 4 damage. We don't even need to do what I just said. He's gonna get rid of my armor. Okay, so as long as my 1/4 lives and my weapon lives and he doesn't taunt, that's a lot of ifs, but if all that stuff happens, we've got the 3, 4, 8 damage right here. And it looks like it worked out perfectly, so here we go. The Hellscream. Here's 8 damage. And that, my friends, is game number 2. All right. Our third and final game for today's gameplay video will be against a Druid. This is okay. We've got some damage. I really like having Armorsmith Acolyte of Pain. I really, really like having that. Oof. Oh boy. Especially with the Whirlwind. We can do some crazy card draw if we so desire. And I am going to coin Armorsmith. You guys remember this? It's something I used to do all the time. It's kind of crazy. Might not make a lot of sense, but I'm trying to get the momentum going and be able to armor up next turn, potentially. It's not like... It's probably a terrible move, but I like to get that early Armorsmith out. I don't know why. This game doesn't have a lot of turn 1 plays, so when I have a 2-drop that I think is worth playing... Or not this game, I'm sorry. This deck doesn't have a lot of turn 1 plays. I was actually about to wonder if he was gonna start handing me some armor by attacking into that, but obviously that was not his choice. So we armor up, we attack him for 1, we pass the turn. Next turn we can Acolyte of Pain. Do. All right, so what do you got going on? Oh, so this could be a very long game. Both control. You know, we assume that from a Druid always, pretty much. But with both decks control, we probably expect to be in for a doozy here. And I may very well Whirlwind against my creatures, but I think I could wait since there's a good chance he'll be throwing down a swipe, maybe to kill that and deal damage to that. Let's see if he's... No, he's putting down a keeper, and he's going to go with the silence. All right. I'm trying to think here. I don't really want to shield slam that. I want to save the shield slam. I could slam it and attack it 2 times so we can get some card draw. So I think we're going to do that, and we're going to get a bit of armor, too.
Bring the pain.
Strike.
Just like that. Okay. I think that's all right. So here's the thing. I didn't want to shield slam that because there's going to be much better targets when playing against a Druid to shield slam. Basically much higher health targets that I want to block slam into, and I want to make sure I've got enough excess of armor to do that. He's going to Wrath that for 3. There it is. Oh, yes. Okay, for a second I thought he was doing it for 1. And he's going to Wrath that for 1? Really? Or are you going to Wrath me for 3? You're going to Wrath that for 1. Okay, dude. Whatever. I could start going aggressive now, or I could armor up. I'll get 6 armor. Let me start going aggressive. He just used both of his Wraths, so we know he doesn't have a Wrath to kill this. He's going to need something else. There's plenty of things Druids have, you know, but... Let's see if he has it. A good chance he could be taking, if he's gonna like claw or something, he'll be taking another 4 damage to the face. Okay, there's a Druid. See, that's the sort of thing that I want to shield slam for. In fact, hell, why don't we just use it? Shield slam for 6. Attack you with this. And then we're going to shield block. Oh, there's our big combo. I was gonna throw this down to hit him for 6 right now, but I think we'll save that for our big late game combo. We're gonna armor up past the turn. We are effectively right now at 42 health. That's a pretty cozy place to be sitting. However, he's got a big hand, I've got a big hand. Anything can still happen.
Truth is my shield.
Eek. Okay. That's good, but... should we use our execute? We can get rid of our Taskmaster. I think I'm gonna get rid of my Taskmaster right now. I know I talked about saving for a big late game push, but I actually kind of, this is a pretty, yeah. We're gonna Whirlwind. And we're gonna Taskmaster execute. And then we hit for 2. And we armor up. By no means is this game over. Even, you know, you look at my health and you're like, wow, it's crazy. But there's still plenty of time. You know, he's gonna swipe me for 5. Now he clears my board. There's a gnat. Could kill the gnat. We could just play Karn as well. Karn. Get rid of the gnat. So he doesn't get any card draw off of it. Armor up. Pass the turn on over. I know I could kill that, but I actually kind of want to save the Whirlwind potentially for Grommash, or to execute one of his creatures, like a big creature that he might play or something. Speaking of big creatures, so there you go. There's Cenarius. Goes down to taunts. What do I do about that? I don't have a ton of options. Looks like I'll be throwing creatures at that.
Made to fit.
Let's throw down Bloodhoof. I know he can just attack into it and kill it, but we need stuff we need stuff in play right now, so he can just attack into it with his 5/8. I'm well aware. Mark of the Wild. Please go to Cenarius. Yes! Thank you! Thank you so much! Oh my gosh. That makes me so happy. Now please just don't play Rag so that I'm unhappy again, but look at this bad boy. Alright. Please, please, please don't play Rag. Or Sarah or something. Okay. None of that's happening. He's excess mana. That's from his Wild Growth. Get a card draw when you're capped at 10. Alright, well this is scary, but the Big Game Hunter is nice. So with a Big Game Hunter that, I need to see what he ends up killing this turn. I hope he hits me with a 7 instead of killing my 4/5. I think he might do it. I think he might hit me with the 7. I think he's gonna do it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, beauteous, beauteous Maximus. All right, so here's what we do.
For honor.
We attack that.
Strike.
We attack that. We then Whirlwind. I'm gonna get 1 less armor because I don't want the Big Game Hunter to take damage. Ooh, actually, let me do this. No, I can't do all of that. I can't play him right now. Let me draw a card first. Oh, I could just Shield Slam him. Yes. Shield Slam him. I'm gonna save the Big Game Hunter in case he, I'm saving the Big Game Hunter in case he has a Rag or something. It's not going to help against Ysera, but if he plays Rag, if he plays what's the other one? I don't know. There's just any big creatures. If he plays any of those, the Big Game Hunter would be very nice. Although it might have been better to Hunter that and save the Shield Slam, but if I lose that armor, then the Shield Slam can become not as good. So there's a Starfall. All right, so we can't trigger Grommash because we used the Whirlwind, but I still think that was the right play to use the Whirlwind there. I really do. He's up to 24 now. This is the longest game. Just I'm gonna just play Sylvanas right now.
No time for games.
Strike.
This way, okay, I could have played Grommash and hit him for 4, sure, but this way, this makes him hesitant to play any single big creatures because we could just take it. See what I mean? That is, of course, unless he silences it, but... So he's gonna draw a card. Yeah, gets the excess mana. He plays the excess mana for the card draw.
Where shall I
Druid of the Claw. Okay. We can't kill that because he's about to kill our 1/1. We can hit it for 5. And our thing's left at 1, and his is left at 1 health. Right, let's see what we top deck here. 19 armor. Beautiful.
Let none survive.
Alright. Okay. I don't know, though, because look, you know, we've got a ton of health, but he's got 4 cards, and we have 1. He's gonna kill this before he plays a creature, obvi. Because why would you do it any other way? I could have played Grommash and attacked into it to trigger his enrage, but then he's left at 5 health, which we already know he's got Starfall, and I'm pretty sure he's only used 1, so he could have thrown the second Starfall at it. Which isn't nice for me. You're not playing creature before you attack Sylvanas, right? That would make no sense.
What?
Okay. Attack Sylvanas. Now it's time to play his creature. What is it? Is it a Faceless Manipulator? Okay. So I can enrage that and kill it. And that's what I do.
I've got the beast in my sight.
And then we hit him for 4. And then we play Gorehowl.
Job done.
Huge mistake, of course, if he throws down a slime swamp ooze thing. But if he doesn't...
I must safeguard the
Okay, so here is a silence.
I've got
No,
the beast.
big game hunter of his own. Ah! Looks like you saw that play somewhere. However, we've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's a 12. Uh-oh. We're 1 away. We are 1 away. This is crazy. 1 damage away from the victory.
I concede.
And he just concedes. Okay, well, that's too bad. I wanted to see if we could actually... I guess we had a ton of armor, so maybe that's what he's... I don't know. There you go. Well, that's gonna do it, guys, for this ladder climb video. Thanks so much for watching another set of games with the Warrior. Good fun, and all wins, which makes me pretty happy. I'll see you guys for a couple more of these, and then we'll be moving into deck spotlights hopefully next week, so stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day. Keep watching, and keep owning.